Good morning, TikTok. Good morning, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook over here. And I got TikTok over here. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. How are you? It's Wealth Winning Wednesday today, guys. I'm going to be sharing with you guys what it is that I do to earn income online. And I'm going to be sharing with you a 3-step framework to making income online. It's easy to follow, it's a step by step process, and it doesn't have to take a bunch of time, right? So before I get into that, guys, I just want to just kind of give you a background of the reason why I started to look for a way to be able to generate income online. I had turned 40 and I was without any kind of retirement. I sent my last child off to college. I realized very quickly that I didn't have any retirement saved up, right? And I was looking, I had already been looking for ways to be able to use social media or to have an automated business that I could earn from. Honestly, I had dabbled in a couple of things. I got involved in network marketing. That didn't work for me, guys. I was so tired, first of all, of only getting like 30% commission off of a $49 bottle of collagen. It was not going to cut it for me. You know what I mean? So I'm just putting some red tape here. Okay. So I got started online and I started to build a network marketing business, right? I didn't have a product or a service that I had to offer out there. But I knew that I wanted to make some income online. And the network marketing industry had been around for ages, right? I had back in the days, I had sold Avon, Arbonne, Rodan and Fields, right? Modare, Melaleuca, Pharmacy, Saint Beauty. I'm not kidding you. All of those I had bought into in the network marketing industry. Okay, because I was determined to make an income online. I was determined. And even though I didn't have a product, I knew that I could take someone else's network marketing product and I could promote it. Now, I got tired of DMing a bunch of people. I got tired of begging friends and family to buy this product. I got tired of almost getting put in Facebook jail because I was DMing so many people. Now, granted, I built and established myself on Facebook. I have over 6,000 followers. And now I learned the skill of making and attracting my perfect customers. So on my beauty channel on TikTok, I have over 20,000 followers. I went viral on accident, and now I learned the skills to go viral using the system that I'm about to share with you. Okay. Because there's a 3-step framework to using and having an online business. There truly is, guys. And what I want to share with you is why I decided that 30% commission was no longer going to cut it for me. Because here's the thing, I had to actually make a certain amount of money in order to even get that 30% commission. Otherwise, it was only 20% commission. Okay. So there is so many factors that get involved when it comes to network marketing. And I was over it. I was done. I wanted 100% profit. I seen somebody else out there on social media, and she was talking about having a business set up in a matter of 2 hours, also being able to earn 100% profit. And you didn't have to DM a bunch of people. You didn't have to bother friends and family. And I was here, right? Because I was putting so much money into my network marketing business on a monthly basis just to buy products so that I could actually be a product of the product, right? I believed in that dearly. And not to mention, I absolutely loved my collagen, right? I absolutely loved my collagen, but they went and sold the company and, did a bunch of other stuff. And that's the reason what led me to believe that when you're network marketing business for yourself, you're not. That company can at any given moment change the comp plan, which happened to me, or they can just on and sell the business to someone else. And then you got to start from scratch, right? I was done. I did not want to have to do that. I did not want to have to DM a bunch of people. Again, in 2019, I had gotten laid off from my position. I realized really fast that I needed to upgrade my skills, but I didn't want to have to go pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for a 4-year degree, college degree, and then be in debt. I had already seen how that had worked out for so many other people where they actually, I had a friend who got her master's degree, and I was making more money than her working for Verizon at a call center because she couldn't even get her foot in the door because everyone kept telling her that she was overqualified because she had a master's degree. So she's stuck with all of this debt to get her master's degree that she can't even get a job for because everybody's telling her she's overqualified. So where do we leave that, right? So I was like, no, I don't want to go and jump back in at 40 years old into college and get in debt. No, thank you. Okay. No, thank you. I was done and I was over the moon. I was just not over the moon, but I was over DMing people to get sales for my network marketing business, right? So I started to look for different ways to be able to get business for my network marketing business so that I didn't have to be DMing a bunch of people. Well, little did I know that I was going to come across a way to automate. So I was looking for a way to automate my network marketing lead generation, right? Little did I know that I was going to come across the actual way to use automations, right? I did come across a live interactive mentorship program that taught me how to use automations, how to have a funnel, how to have an email campaign. It gave me access to the funnel, the email campaign, everything. But here's what I discovered. I discovered very quickly that I could actually promote this particular live interactive program that I was learning from how to have an automated business. I could actually promote it and earn 100% profit. So I could say goodbye to that 30%. And not to mention that this live interactive mentorship program came with a pre-built funnel, a pre-built email campaign. That means I didn't have to have the skill sets to create that. The live interactive mentorship program, I didn't have to create that either, right? My mentor, she comes every single day, gives everything that we need in order to show up for our business, in order to know how to show up for our business, in order to know what we talk about. She gives you access to everything. Mind you, she's the one that I came across her content. She was a single mom. And for me, I was a single mom for 10 years. And I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to want more for your children. And I know what it's like to see other families with moms and dads, two incomes coming in. They're doing great, living their life, going on vacation. And I knew what it was like as a single mom for 10 years, not having that luxury, having to work a full-time job. And then I did makeup artistry on the weekends. I felt like I was never with my kids. And now I'm an empty nester and they're grown. And I don't get that time back, right? I have grandchildren now and I get to be with my grandchildren. But the time that I lost with my grown kids is gone, right? So I've been pretty emotional lately, just going through it with my son, my oldest son. And honestly, like it just really affects me sometimes when I talk about the fact that when I was a single mom, I was hustling so much to be able to keep my daughter in softball, soccer, my son in t-ball, karate, keeping them in extracurricular activities and just doing the thing. Um, it was rough. It was rough, and I know I couldn't even imagine being a single mom in the day and age that we're living in and still trying to live a normal life. You actually in Southern California to qualify for a half decent neighborhood housing, you have to be earning over $9,000 to qualify to even live there. I couldn't imagine being a single mom. So when I'm not a single mom anymore, I got married and I'm an empty nester. My kids are grown. I have 2 grandkids. But when I talk about how the time that I lost with my kids, I was a teenage mom. I became a mom as a teenager, and so a lot of my parenting skills came later, right? I didn't know how to be a parent as a teenager, and so I was learning as I went. And I found out very fast, when I was working at Verizon, I did have my 401k. And but when I got let go from that position, I was still a single mom. I ended up cashing out on my 401k so that we could actually have some income, something, until I found my next position, right? Because again, when you work at a 9 to 5, you're literally just a number to these people. And at any given moment, they can just let you go. They don't need to give you a notice. I found that out some months ago with my husband too. He was let go, and now we're both in a position where we're looking for work out here in California, but it's scarce. It's slim pickings out here. And honestly, I don't know if it's the fact that we're in our late 40s that businesses aren't calling. I've never not been called back for a job in such a long time. It's crazy. I don't know if it's the fact that we're in our late 40s, or I don't know if it's the fact that we have Hispanic last names and companies just don't want to hire Hispanics anymore because they don't know if ICE is going to pick them up tomorrow, right? Even though we are citizens, we born and raised here in the United States, ICE is just picking up anybody. They don't give a shit if you look suspect, they're going to pick you up. So I don't know if companies just are not hiring people with Hispanic last names, or is it the fact that we're in our late 40s that they're like, I don't know, but I've never had such a hard time finding a job. So I started to look for ways to be able to increase my income online because I was like, if jobs aren't calling me, what are we going to do? I found this blueprint that broke it down for me step by step how to have an online business set up in a matter of hours. Because, guys, remember, I didn't have the time to sit there and learn this how to create a website, although I do know how to create a website now, right? I now have those skills, but they came by me learning the skills because I wanted to learn the skills because I was determined, right? I was determined. And when short form video first hit social media, I already knew that it was going to be the way of the future, guys. And if you haven't started creating short form video for your business or just to build a personal brand, I'm just telling you right now, short form video is being pushed out by every single social media channel. And it's the number one way to get organic reach without having to pay any ad spend, right? And why not have an opportunity for you to be able to create some income without having to pay ad spend, right? So, what I want to share with you, I want to share with you this 3-step framework to starting an online business, okay? And yesterday I went live in the evening and I was just talking about using SEO for your social media content. And Oh, that's awesome, Meg. I'm so excited for you. You're one away from 155K. Wow. Congratulations. Now, is that 155K followers or income? Okay, so yesterday I did go live and I was just talking about the SEO. And matter of fact, let me take a picture of it too. Because I don't want to miss out on that. Okay. Just trying to make it so that Instagram can also see it too. There we go. I have Instagram over here, TikTok, and I have Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Insta over here. What's going on with Insta? Wait, hold on. Instagram says something's going on here. We're having trouble streaming to Instagram. If you ended it on Instagram, then this expected. All right, guys. I thought I was going live on Instagram too, but they're telling me some kind of error. Instagram, why are you messing with me, girl? You're pissing me off. Oh, come on. Thanks for your patience, guys. And if you are here, if you're showing up, I'm going to break down the 3-step framework right now. I'm just getting Instagram set up properly here. So hopefully it's working. Okay. I did what I could on Instagram. If you're here, let me know. Put one in the comments if you're on Instagram and you can see me. If not, I'll go live later again. But oh, nice. I got a flash goal, guys. So make sure that you tap that follow button and make sure that you tap that goal. Help your girl out here. Help your girl out. I can't believe. Okay, so I'm going to be starting on the 3-step framework that to the 3-step framework to an online business, guys. The 3-step framework to an online business, right? Number one is going to be your offer. Your offer, right? Your offer. You got to find something, right, that you can offer that it could be a product or a service. So when you get to starting an online business, you're going to decide what you're going to offer. Now, listen, I want to tell you something right now. If you haven't started your online business, please just start showing up on social media and build your personal brand, because people buy from people they know, like, and trust. And when you start showing up on social media and building your personal brand, even before you start your business, you're going to start building your personal brand. And then when you do start your business, it's just going to be a matter of introduction. Like, hey guys, I started my new business. This is what it is. But people that had already started to know, like, and trust you, they're going to be more inclined to purchase from you because you've built that know, like, and trust factor. That is called attraction marketing techniques. Okay. What I'm sharing with you is how to build an attraction marketing strategy around your personal brand before you start any business. Now, if you've already started a business, don't worry about it. You still want to be building a personal brand. I'm just talking to the people that think that they don't need to build a personal brand because they don't have a business. You are your business, baby. You are. So start building a personal brand. Start showing up on social media. As a matter of fact, inside of my Beacons page, I have a free it's a free mini class, and it talks about how to build a personal brand. It's absolutely free. Go grab it. It's in my Beacons page. Okay, so the offer. You want to decide what it is that you're going to offer. Now, I definitely recommend that you offer something that's going to give you 100% profit. Because again, y'all already know how I feel about commission breath. All right. We don't got time for this 20-30% commission. Remember, we're over 40. We're looking to either replace our retirement that we lost, right? We're looking to start from scratch if we lost all of our retirement. If we're looking at the fact that we have no retirement right now and we're just like, I guess I'm just going to have to work till the day I die, I'm telling you today, no, you're not. I'm going to give you access to a freedom formula blueprint that's going to show you how to use the strategy that over 59,000 people are using to increase their income, and it's absolutely free. Okay, you don't have to pay anything for it. It's just a matter of implementation. But I recommend, guys, that you find something that you can promote that's going to offer you 100% profit. 100% profit. We don't got time for commission breath. We don't got time for commission breath anymore, guys. Okay. We don't got time to be DMing a bunch of people, begging friends and family to buy our stuff. Not when you can show up on social media, not when you can show up on social media and learn the skills of attraction marketing and attract your perfect customer to your business for free. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about having the skills to use attraction marketing inside of your content so that when you place your content on your platform, it speaks directly to your ideal customer. And that's what you gain access to. That's a skill set that doesn't come natural. Want to know why? Because we have evolved into a digital era. In case you haven't noticed, we've evolved into a digital era. So we as a people, we no longer are destitute to the 9 to 5 jobs out there and hoping that they hire us. We're no longer destitute. You want to know why? Because the online digital space has now opened up to everyone. And it is only the people that don't see it happening for themselves that won't find success. But if you gain access to the right skill sets that are going to get you discovered and get your business discovered on a day-to-day basis so that you can push your business forward, then that's when you are going to find success. And that's the reason why I talk about building a personal brand and short form video, even if it's faceless, even if you're not showing your face. Let's say you are at the beach and you just want to inspire somebody, right? Inspire somebody, give somebody hope. There is so much negativity in this world, even on this channel. I see so many people going viral, teaching people how to ignore people, how to be mean to people, and those things go viral. But the minute somebody wants to teach somebody how to gain access to a skill set that could change their life, crickets. Crickets. You want to know why? Because people are happier being miserable, and misery loves company. And so when you get a social media channel and all they talk about is hate, hate, my ex did this, my ex did that, why are you focusing on that? Focus on the healing aspect. Focus on how you move differently to get yourself out of that situation. Stop focusing on the negative aspect of things. I have to tell myself that every single day, sometimes, actually, not even sometimes, every day, multiple times a day. Multiple times a day. It does not come natural for me to think happy, joyful thoughts. I'm sorry, but it just doesn't. I was not raised in an environment that was healthy. I was raised in a very toxic environment. I had 2 alcoholic parents, right? So I didn't have that upbringing. It is something that I've had to work very hard to master, and I haven't even mastered it. You just see me break down into tears. I have cried for the last month every single day. Now, perimenopause, hormonal, but also I'm going through it with my son, right? I'm going through it. Guys, your kids can be grown and you could still be going through it with them, right? You could still be going through it with them. So I want to talk about the 100%, why you want 100% profit. Again, I kind of stress that enough. I don't want people sitting here relying on a 20% commission in order to be able to go to the grocery store and get groceries for their kids. What I want you to do is I want you to gain access to an offer where you can receive 100% profit. Okay. What I have access to, I have 4 digital products. I have a $100 digital product. I have a $300 digital product. I have a $600 digital product. And I have a $900 digital product, which is my high ticket offer. And that is my number 1 seller. The 900, as a matter of fact, I've never sold one of these digital programs because everybody that works with me wants to make 900. They want high ticket income. They're looking to either rebuild their retirement that they lost or have no retirement. So the 900 income, 100% profit, that's where they want to be, right? They're like, hey, I only got 6 years before I'm 60 years old, Social Security, talking about the bank going to give us our Social Security till we're in our 70s. The average person, passes on at the age of 70. I don't want to have to work until the day I die. So they're thinking long term. So the high ticket is my number one seller, guys. And so I can't stress this enough. Whatever you decide that you are going to offer, that you're going to have as your offer out there to start your online business, you want to make sure that it comes with a marketing system that you can just kind of click and plug and play. And the reason why is because I remember when I first got started online, it wasn't in this, it was in a different way. And they were like, you got to create a funnel and you got to create an email campaign. And I was just piecing stuff together using YouTube University. And no wonder I was not successful, because I wasn't able to come get my questions answered, even though this particular course, this is a different one, guys. Okay. This is back in 2018. I had purchased access to a course that was supposed to teach me how to start a digital marketing agency. It was over $2,000. And I couldn't even come and get live questions answered. But I was determined. So that was back in 2018, guys. I was working a full-time job. I would come home and I would just get on class and I would start learning. So I knew what having digital marketing skill sets were. So I knew that I knew that having an automated business was possible because I had already seen what funnels were. So when I came across this opportunity that was going to offer me 100% profit, I didn't have to, beg friends and family. I didn't have to DM a bunch of people. I wasn't going to have to be happy with 30% commission. It became a no-brainer to me, guys, because I wanted a way to be able to do that. I wanted a way to be able to increase my income. So 100%. Number 2 is audience. Okay, number 2 is audience, and that's going to be social media. So this is the 3-step framework to an online business. Number 1, you're going to find an offer that you can earn 100% profit with. If I know some of them out there are like 85. If you're doing affiliate marketing, some offer 85, 60. We need 100% profit, 100% profit going straight into your bank account. So I recommend getting set up with either the Legacy Builder program that's going to open up 4 income streams, or I started with the $300, but that's all we had at the time. We didn't have any of these. I started there and I worked my way up here. Ultimately, all of these income streams are going to come with the website, with the email campaign. You're going to have access to the live interactive community. Everything's going to be set for you. Either one of these is going to get you started with 100% income. So I recommend, grabbing access to the Freedom Blueprint. That's going to break it down for you step by step how the system works. So number 2 is audience. You're going to make sure that whatever you offer, whatever you decide to offer, is going to come with skills sets that you could actually learn to start using social media the right way. Start using social media to attract customers to your paid offer. And that's attraction marketing, right? We talked about a little bit about that, about how to be able to have your social media structured in a way that it actually calls in your perfect customer, whoever it is that you're wanting to call in, because everybody's business is going to be different, because everybody's personal story is different, right? The whole reason why I shared with you why I started to look for other ways of increasing my income is going to be different than yours. Here's the thing, with over 5 billion people on social media, you can actually get 12 customers that are interested in making 100% profit, not having to bother friends and family. And here's the third part, having it set to auto autopilot, right? Having it set to autopilot, well, what does that mean? Well, I mentioned earlier about having a funnel, but I didn't mention what the funnel does, right? Because I'm going to break it down for you here in a second. But having it set up on autopilot. So take a screenshot of this if you haven't done so already, because this is a website where you can go and grab your Freedom Formula blueprint that is absolutely free, and it's going to break down for you how you could have a digital business set up in a matter of hours, right? And then also, we are having a webinar this week, and you'll be on my email list to get that invitation too. So, I'm going to show you what the automation aspect of having an online business looks like and how many people are using it online right now, currently. So, having an automated system set up is called a funnel. This is called the capture page. This is where you capture emails. This is where you're going to build your email list. This is going to be the thank you page. This is the structure of my funnel, right? It doesn't have to be the structure of yours, but this is my funnel and how it is structured and how my mentor teaches us how to use this. And then this is an email campaign, right? Okay. So I always forget this part, but I'm just going to put it here. These are our social media profiles: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, obviously more, but I'm just going to use those for this example. Every time you create a piece of content inside of your social media channel, you're sending traffic to your paid offer, whatever you decide what your paid offer is. Now, hopefully, with whatever you decide, you have a website, a funnel, a way to collect leads. Now, you're going to give them something for free so that they can give you their email address. Now, that free offer is going to be something that they can't go get on YouTube University or Google. It's got to be something of value, right? So you're going to give them something for free. They're going to give you their email address, and boom, that's how you're going to start building an email list. Now, whatever it is that you offer for free, you obviously want it to be something that's going to lead them to your paid offer, right? So, for instance, I have a blueprint that completely gives people access to a strategy that they could use and resell digital products over and over and again. Now, this strategy can be used for any business. That's the reason why it's valuable. It's not just a strategy that can be used for this business, it is a blueprint that breaks down a strategy that you could use for any business. If you're a real estate agent, a loan officer, a notary public, a beauty consultant, you can use this Freedom Formula blueprint that breaks down how having an online business and structure and how you could use it. But obviously, once you gain access to this Freedom Formula blueprint, you're going to get access to what this business model is, right? You're going to get access to what this business model is. So let's say, for instance, when somebody gets their blueprint, they go to the thank you page, they watch the video, and then right underneath that video, there's a button that says, "Are you ready to move forward with your online business?" And let's say, for instance, some people are. Some people have been following me and they're ready. So they're going to click on that button and they're going to go down here and they're going to decide which product they're going to buy of the 4 products, right? The 100, the 300, the 600, or the 900. They're going to decide where they want to come in at. And it's completely up to you. I work with Klarna and Afterpay, so a lot of my people get started with their business for absolutely zero cost, or they make monthly payments of $40. But I'm going to, once they get into my email list, they're going to, let's say, for instance, they're not ready to buy. That's okay. They're going to be added to an email list that's going to continue to do the selling and the telling for me. Now, this particular funnel, I didn't have to create it. I didn't have to create the email list. All of that was already done for me. My mentor, she actually paid somebody opportunity to create $1 million funnel that we all get to use. And, of course, we're going to change out our picture and put, a paragraph about us. But let me share something with you. If you were to go out there and purchase a Starbucks franchise, would you change the recipe? Would you change the logo? Would you change their branding? No, you absolutely not wouldn't, because the whole reason why you purchased the Starbucks franchise is because it's $1 billion company, and you're looking to tap into that. Right? You're looking to tap into that. Well, that's how I felt when I found this formula. You want to know why? Because my mentor, she said, I've been using this email, this funnel, and it converts. 1 out of 20 people that get inside of my funnel make a purchase. So she already had statistics and analytics. So I call this my digital franchise. It's the Legacy Builder 2.0. Why do I call it my digital franchise? Because I get access to the same exact marketing platform, same exact email campaign, the same exact live interactive mentorship program that she does, right? And this whole our community, we have brought in an accumulative amount of over 35 million with this. So this is my digital franchise, and she teaches us how to show up on social media and how to direct people to our $1 million funnel that continues to do the selling and telling, that continues to build our email list, that continues to build our personal brand, because we're branding us. We're not branding anyone else. And what I love is the fact that you earn 100% profit, 100% profit from this business model. How many of you guys would love to have the skills to be able to earn 100% profit using your social media profile, and you don't have to create any? How many? Put a 1 in the comments if you would want to know how to be able to earn 100% profit without having to create anything, right? Because that's where it's at. That's where it's at. If you don't want to have the downtime of what it takes to learn the skills of creating your own digital product or creating your own digital course, if you don't want to have the downtime for that, you don't have to, because you could actually start to resell somebody else's and make a lot of income. And make a lot of income. Look at that. So that's the reason why I love this particular system, because I had tried to make funnels, honestly, and I just didn't work for me, right? I wanted a $1 million funnel that I could actually gain access to, that has already earned millions, that I could tap into at the click of a button, and it was going to be working out there for me 24/7, right? 24/7. This program, this product is out there working for me 24/7. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay. So at this time, I don't see that you do have any questions. And I feel like I've gone through the 3-step formula. I've shared with you the whole funnel setup, how it works, how you could actually have this set up in a matter of days. I mean, days, hours. I erased it already. But I want to thank you for tuning in today. I will be going live later on this evening and sharing with you the same formula, because it's so simple to follow. And I just want to make you aware that this 3-step framework to an online business is possible for you too. As a matter of fact, we are having a webinar that's going to completely break it down for you. And my mentor will be there answering any questions that you have. Thank you for your time. Sending light and love your way. Cheers.